Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from October 31st through November 2nd, 2025. This is for Libra. Last shuffle coming out for Libra. Let's see what's going on. Libra, you have stuck energy, and we also have family, friends, and guides. This is, they're telling me over the weekend that you might find yourself delayed. You don't know why, and it's like something's being pointed out to you. Whatever it is, it may be like you might be delayed and you don't realize why, and find yourself sitting next to someone that reminds you of an ancestor, looks like an ancestor, sounds like them, because they're trying to give you a message. Okay, a lot of times this could be to remind you of something. I see you being delayed or feeling stuck, like new opportunities coming in, and they want you to be aware of some fact. Like the fact that I'm seeing them wanting you to be aware of is like you're stuck, but it's you. It's not that you're stuck, it's that you think you are, right? If that makes sense. So we have stuck energy, Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, a Nine of Cups, and Nine of Wands. This tells me that you're going to feel like you're happy, right? I see a happiness, but maybe an inclination to think negatively about the situation. Like, I'm happy now, but that, this could easily go left or something. Nine of Wands tells me that you may feel like you're still trying to overcome some disappointment. Okay, and spirits wanting you to see or to ground yourself in the situation. Like, looks like your ancestors are trying to slow you down too, to show you that, you know what, it's going to get better, right? It's always darkest before the dawn, right? You have become a better person. You're different now. You would never be in that situation again because of how much you've improved. I mean, I keep seeing that energy there where they're trying to get you to say, like, I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. So therefore, you would never be in the same conditions again. You wouldn't even permit yourself to be there because you're better now. Doesn't mean that you were bad then or worse. You know what I mean? More so like when you know, right? When you know, you grow. It's not, you know necessary to rhyme, but a lot of times we go through stuff when we're younger, and it's due to ignorance, basically a lack of knowledge or experience in something. Therefore, you're just traveling blind. And when you learn and you grow, you become a different, you grow every day, right? The minute you learn a new word, you're a different person. I'm sorry. I know for me, if I learn a new word, and I like to look for new words daily. If I learn a new word, I'm brand new. Okay. I'm about to throw it into everything I say. I'm about to try to sprinkle that word in. But however, I'm joking, but I'm so serious about how they're wanting you to see that you're better, right? So you would never have been in, or never would be in a situation, whatever you were in, or whoever you were dealing with, or whatever. You would never even be there, ever, because you're different now, right? Um, they want you to forgive your parents. These may be parents if your parents have passed. If not, they're saying this is a point here where you're being led to forgive your parents. And more so because this would be a situation where the reason why I'm in the situation I'm in is because my parents did not do this, teach me that, tell me this, show me this, right? And spirit's like, I tell you what, you want to be grounded in who you are. The opposite of being grounded is by giving either credit to other people for where you are, and never looking at self and saying, a famous Libra said this actually. Snoop, I know I talk about this a lot, but I swear that speech was everything to me. I thought that was, I laughed because I laugh at everything, but I also was like, yes, yeah, exactly, right, exactly. I like to thank me for getting up in the morning, for the dedication, the determination, the dependability. He went hard. It was so funny to me because everyone was laughing. I kind of laughed too because I was like, you know what, Libra, you guys are so creative and so innovative thinking. It's just, it's funny, but also captivating. And so I, excuse my throat, sorry, y'all. It shows me here that you may be giving credit to your parents for maybe where you are in life, no matter where the state of your life is. You may be giving them some extra credit, whether it's for good or for bad. And Spirit saying, what you got to be grounded in who you are. What are your facts, right? What is going on with my throat? This is ridiculous. What are your facts about you? I do see someone coming into your life that wants to love you, but you may, based on whatever deal is going on with parents, because they keep bringing up, forgive your parents, you need to, you need to forgive them for something. And it doesn't have to be like, they could be perfect, but then you may have said they were perfect, but they stayed in an abusive situation and it only did this for me and only did that. My mom was great, and maybe maybe they separated or something, and you're like, maybe if they would have been in the same state or the same town, this and that would have happened, or maybe this or whatever, whichever. Maybe if they would have been harder on me instead of being so lenient, I wouldn't be in this position. Or if they weren't so hard on me, whatever they did, whatever they didn't do, they want you to forgive them. And the sense of forgiveness is to say, I have to start now focusing on giving thanks to Spirit for the blessings of love coming my way. I know I deserve to have, and I know I deserve to be all that I am, all that I desire, all that my heart truly desires. So you need to know your situation will improve, and that alone will push one to say, it's okay, my parents did the best they could with what they had. Okay, and they need you to do that because it is affecting your love life. Even if your love life, you're like, look, I'm solid over here, I'm good. Either I'm not in a relationship and I don't need to be, and I don't want to be right now, I'm busy on my other stuff, or I'm in a relationship and it's cool, we need to talk about something else. Cool. But all I'm saying is, like, forgiving your parents would improve your romantic connection greatly. If it's great, then all I could do is get even better, because it will improve you. It would be something here where it would free you or permit you to be your best self, the best version of yourself. And because I kid you not, I don't know the right words to portray this, but I watched someone in my family couldn't stand, they were mad at their father. Their father was a great guy, but he did some things, like you have love languages. Dad was a great guy, kind of thing. But the love language of this boy was something that this father maybe didn't provide. It provided all the other things, right? The affection, the time, the free time, the quality time, all this stuff. But there was one thing that I feel that this person, I think it was acts of service, to be honest. So this boy is just going off on his dad. He grows up, he gets married, and he ends up being everything he did not like about his father. Everything. Great person. And so, as I'm saying this, I told this person the same thing. You need to forgive your father, or else you're going to be just like him in the ways you don't want to be. Okay? Boom. It's like it's biblical, of course. Honor thy mother and thy father, right? Honoring doesn't necessarily mean praise them even though they sucked, but more so of saying, I will be, honoring them by saying, you don't want to do, if they did hurtful things, you don't want to be that way even towards them either. Like, you want to understand that the buck stops here. You know what I mean? There's so much going on with this. I keep going with this, but they're bringing it up, and it's like repetitive on the side. Family, friends, and guides with the 7 of Cups and the Star is telling me that this passed on loved ones energy. That's what this usually is. They're hopeful for a different outcome for you. Hopeful. Okay. There's someone being sent towards you that is wanting to love you, or wants things to be stable for you in your household. You may run into this person over the weekend. This is someone who's very caring. May be one of those revolutionist types that protest. This is someone who wants to help you or to transform things for you. They want to help improve your quality of life. Sounds really amazing that anyone would even do that. I actually really like this person, whoever they are. Behind a mask, you have the Five of Cups, Knight of Cups. Behind a mask, I feel that for many of you, you may feel like even though things could be great, you feel like it's delusional to be so optimistic about things, even if you don't know. Like you're fair. Libras are fair, right? You're fair. You guys are fair. But in some scenario, you may look at it and say, I just want to prepare myself for the worst. I don't have time to focus on how great the situation could be when it could be so much worse. Someone, I feel like it's good that you shine that true side of you, because I do see someone coming in to tell you, but you're smarter now, you're wiser now. It couldn't possibly be the worst. Yeah, I think you might need to hear that from someone. Conflict is the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords. The conflict is a conflict, which is funny. The conflict is things are getting better, but it's the whole situation or scenario is misleading. It looks like we need to fight. It looks like we are going to, it's a struggle up ahead. But it's not. You know, it looks like this. That's the conflict, is what it looks like. I feel like something is very deceptive about your situation. It's not as bad as it looks. You have angel number 1919. Gosh, that's such a karmic number, man. Karma is paying you a visit. You want to let things flow naturally. Start giving thanks for everything that's coming your way now, right? Gratitude is an abundance accelerator, a miracle accelerator, gift, blessing accelerator. Gratitude. They want you to learn your lessons so you don't repeat them in the future. You need to do like make space for new experiences here. So ground yourself in your truth, who you are, what you want, those kind of things that can't be shaken, right? Like, what do you want? And you fill it in, and then when do I want it? Remember those protests way back in the day from the 80s? It's like something that we, every time you see a movie, that was the run of the protest. mm, yeah, that's the one thing they're saying. Let things flow naturally, but give thanks for love already, or for everything good coming your way. That's the best I can say, because it's so choppy. They want you to be very clear about what you want, though. Very clear about where your goals, or grounding yourself in some inalienable facts about yourself. But never fail to remind yourself that I am becoming a better version of myself every day. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that there, because I'm seeing auburn also. Auburn is a grounding color. You could be wearing that color. You could live in the city or town of Auburn somewhere. Or your hair could be that color. But it will remind you it's almost like to show you your truth, your basic core truth. You need to be grounded in that, so nothing can sway you any which way. You could really shine your light, right? Embrace the sides of yourself that you're not proud of and you're ashamed to let out either. To, like, you know what I mean, do that too. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Scorpio. You could be a Libra, Scorpio cusp also. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.